Hello, hello, Sagittarius. It's your turn for your March reading. Hope you all doing well. Do keep in mind this is a general reading, so it may not apply to all of you. Those who feel led to it and can resonate with the story. So keep that in mind. It is Pisces seasons, and it is Pisces Mercury retrograde. So a lot of issues with technology, car issues, communication. Um, just be mindful that things can, think 1 minute things can go with the flow, sudden things, sudden events. So just try to stay grounded as possible and try to recognize that, we're in a weird type of energy, I feel like, especially Pisces season, emotional. So do take care of yourself, and hopefully things will go well for you. And it ends March 10th, so I'm going to shuffle the cards real quick. That's what I was doing. I'll lay out the cards for you guys.
I've got your back. Read on.
Alright, first card we have the Death card. So, Sagittarius, I feel like you're going through a transformation in your life. Maybe learning new things that maybe you're not aware of about, dead things in your life, dead relationship, dead end jobs, dead situations that aren't really for your highest well. I do feel like, if you've let go a lot of this toxicity in your life, whether it's past situations with different people and maybe the abuse that you went through, because I know some Sagittarius been through a lot with past situations and past people, that you're finding a greater sense of freedom and you're letting go, so much of those past beliefs that really you had to recover. And I feel like a lot of it is in your head. About a lot of your perception has changed when you're dealing with these situations. It could have been a physical death of someone that was dear to you, but I also feel like, when I think of the Death card, it's not so much a death and rebirth. It's understanding that, in some ways the duality, knowing that, there's growth here for you. And I feel like in the month of March, there's growth to restore things within yourself that maybe you were putting off. Maybe in some way, if it is a job situation, regaining balance or footing a situation, or if it is a relationship, things are closing out to begin, springtime. Pretty much March is kind of the near experience of springtime. So there's a lot of ending of some kind, but I feel like it's more about a journey of transformation that you undergo throughout amount of years, and you're coming to a better awareness. And that's why I feel like the Hangman's here, it is a card of Pisces. You could be dealing with a Pisces or a Scorpio as well, or some earth signs, but it doesn't matter. I do feel like with the Hangman, you're having a better perception on these things, or these dead attachments you've had of a lot of these situations that you've come against. Maybe your belief has grown, your ideas have grown on what really makes you happy. Because I feel like in the past there were situations, maybe a third party situation, that really did not give you the true happiness that you deserved. And I feel like a lot of you, you put a lot of time and effort into something that was unsuccessful, whether it was a marriage, whether it was something that has to do with different type of relationships. But I feel like you're relearning things and really stepping back from a situation and looking at it from a higher perspective, because all this is like in reverse. So I feel like it's more about your perception on these past situation and past experience with people. Because I feel like too, Sagittarius, a lot of times we have to go through this like birthing process where it's like we have to completely be isolated from the world, or in some way darkness, like a cocoon of a baby. And it's a painful experience to have to let go of a lot of things that don't work for us, but in the end, you grow, your soul grows and evolves into something that can honestly benefit you and others and help other people as well. So it's about releasing these energies, I feel like, for you, and it's about understanding there could have been a lot of lost opportunities that maybe at the moment was successful for you, or you saw it as successful, but you weren't getting the recognition that you possibly wanted, and you weren't moving forward. So I feel like, something happened in your immediate past of some kind where you had to turn around and recalibrate in a situation or relationship that, it was hard to look back on the situation. Maybe even now it's hard to look back at these situations and releasing these strong burdens or tides with people. But I feel like honestly, letting go is going to give you the 10 of cups. It's going to um, maybe have helped you open your eyes about situations that really weren't for you. But I feel like every decision that comes across our life or every experience that we go through is for our higher good. Whether it's abuse, whether it's, the things that we did in the past that we're not proud of, it's to help us to get to where we are now. That's why I think a lot of people, whether it's you, like when I think of Sagittarius, sometimes I think of, Chiron, and that's connected to healing a lot of times. If you have any Sagittarius placements, you go through a hard life as a child, and I feel like it's about a birthing process for you. It's about understanding that you had to go through these experiences that were very hard for you in the past to, become maybe the person you are now, but a teacher for others and to help them evolve as species. Let's see if I can get some more. Yeah, you had maybe the struggle with this devil energy when it comes to giving too much to something that became toxic. Maybe it's about something that I don't want to say necessarily a sexual desire of yours. Maybe it's a bad habit to break, whether it's smoking or drinking of some kind, that I felt like in the past you went towards something that was unhealthy because you were dealing with a lot of pain from it. But I felt like in the end, you felt empty. You felt unfulfilled and uncompleted. And I think it's about you became maybe in some way abusive with your thoughts, or your patterns of your thoughts, didn't work to where they should be now. And a lot of your thoughts and the way you perceive things were off kilter. And then you were unfulfilled in some way. And I feel like it's about understanding that, these toxic behaviors that maybe you've had to dealt with, only led you to more pain, only led you to not having the beginning in life that you needed. And I feel like you've had a lot of time to grow from these experiences of the past to help you to become, maybe this spiritual leader, for say, or this spiritual guru I was thinking of, or someone that's really helped you along the path. Or it could have been someone that's helped you understand this about yourself, that you have a purpose here, and there's so much you can do with what you've experienced and gone through, and you can help other people with it. So I hope that resonates with one of you out there. Bye bye.